Okay guys, tip of the day for today is about taking stuff out. Whenever you are practicing a move in anything and you're struggling with a certain concept within that move, what we need to do is we need to make sure that we take away all the other elements, as I just did brush knee twist step then. What I did then was I used the principle of standing like a post. The one-legged postures within your form are the most difficult because you've got to worry about balance, bodily structure, and the coordination of the movements. Any posture where you stand on one leg, there's probably an exception that you can't do this, but generally speaking, you want to stand like a post. So effectively you want to not move your post. So your spine to your standing leg, you must not move it. Now when we do brush knee twist step, normally, as we start to pick up the foot and everything, the body's moving, the center's moving, there's a lot of other stuff going on. But because of that, you're much more likely to lean over or arch your back, sticking your bum out, tilt your chin, all sorts of different problems that will come into it. So for example, if I do the posture, and I'm supposed to go from the hold the ball bit, I'm supposed to start turning. You see my center is turning towards the front. I place the heel down, I continue turning, and I finish the posture. But because I've got to also time in the waist turning, the hands changing, the yin and yang, the staying low, the keeping the posture, there's too many things to think about all at once. So what I want to do is, I want to turn to the side. Now all I have to think about is stay sunk. Rule number one is stay sunk in that right leg. Rule number two is keep the pelvis tucked under and the spine straight. And then literally just move the arms and the leg. So I'm standing like a post. Rather than trying to time the waist, but then my bum sticks out and my body moves and all this stuff. So I stand like a post and move absolutely nothing from spine down to standing leg till I brush. Even as I put the foot down, I still totally posted. Then I can turn my waist once my body's in two legs. You can do the same thing with any posture in the form. As I say, there might be an exception to that rule, but I think any posture. Single whip. We can come around like this, turning the waist, getting the yin and yang hands to happen, getting everything all at once in a more advanced way of doing it. Or you can stand like a post. Now you have to obviously open your hip first, so the standing like a post doesn't come right at the beginning with single whip because I have to turn my body to the side. So I can come to here, I can open up that right hip, which takes me to here, roughly to the corner. Now I can stand like a post with my spine and my hip and open up, take the step, and then come forward. So I still stand like a post. Obviously the first steps in the form, such as this. We come to here, we don't move that body around, don't turn your center, don't move your hands. This is the epitome, literally. Nothing moves. Same thing for double pump. We come from here. This we have to move on this first part, of course, from this position. Stand like a post. Then carry on into the next move. So effectively, it's not my tip of the day is not just for the stepping positions. It applies to anything where if you can take out an element of the posture to understand one of the other elements, so you've got to look at what is the most important thing about a posture. And generally speaking, we try to work from the ground up. So your legs are more important than, say, your hands, in the beginning, at least. So the ability to stay grounded and sunk and stable and straight is much more important than, for example, the exact hand placement or something like that. The stuff on the top, the hands and the waist movements, that will all come if you get the grounding correct. So take out as many elements of a posture that you're struggling with as you can. Forget about the hands, forget about the waist turn, forget about the yin and yang, any of that stuff, and get your structure right, get your spine aligned, get your legs so they're strengthening and staying grounded, get your knees structured so they're not collapsing in on themselves every time you do it, and squat lots as well. Good stuff.